Oh hey vlog, it is close to lunchtime. I got up late and was just resting. Um, I sound a lot better right now. I'm going to eat lunch. I wonder how much I'll vlog today. I'm gonna try to do about 2 minutes worth of clips, so we'll see. Ta-da! And we failed. Hey, it's chiving from the future. It's chiving from the next day. Yeah, I mean, I was still trying to get better yesterday. I still am trying to get better. I spent about 3 hours last night just like coughing up a lung. I think what I'm gonna do for the rest of this Vlogmas is I'm gonna journal and then I'm gonna tell you guys what I wrote about. I feel like I'm very in tune and open with what I'm going through this Vlogmas, and I just haven't been able to tap into some things I've been trying to look into more over the past couple of days. So let's do that. Okay, I've written my journal. Basically what triggered one journal entry was that yesterday while I was on a walk, I was listening to Same Trailer, Different Park by Casey Musgrave. The album like really details the patterns of her town. I've kind of realized that, you know, everyone has, I'm not sure if I should say everyone, but people have the free will to own their life and how they go about it, and they have the power to change it as well. And I really thought about how life is just like a compilation of everyday moments, and therefore, you know, we should celebrate stuff. I come from a family that has a very logical culture to them, I guess. They're just like, why waste money on decorations? Why give each other presents on Christmas when we can always get whatever we want the rest of the year? Made me think that, you know, there are parts in the holidays where I just like to sit around the TV with my mom or whoever is watching and just watch TV with them. So like spending time with the family is the gift. Yeah, and since life is just like a compilation of every single day, just have fun with it. You know, I try not to overthink that much. Well, I do. But then I try to get it out in different ways, whether it's through here or on paper, or you've seen the guitar. So there's another part to it, like, oh yeah, like celebrate stuff, and that's a very important substance of life. And then I thought about like just now what I said about like gifts and decor. You don't necessarily have to get stuff to have good times with people, I found. And I especially found that when I went to Italy. I know I say that like, oh, you don't have to get stuff. And I'm like, I traveled to this place and learned that. Basically, over there, I found that, I think there in France as well, I just saw people hanging out with each other at lunch, like on weekdays. And I just saw that like they did not need much besides each other's company. And I thought that was pretty cool and worth sharing. Life is really about, I mean, I'm all about like pushing myself and trying to build a better situation, but at the same time I have learned to enjoy what I have and try to focus on being present and all that. There's no video on the internet that's gonna be like, you're good with what you have, or like, you're doing enough. Push yourself, but also like enjoy yourself and spend time with people that you care about. I think that's what people should be going for in their life, in my opinion. Then I also realized that everybody is like on their own timeline and journey. I mean, we've heard of this before, but like I'm living with my parents now, right? So like I get a lot of like, you should do this, and a lot of like advice, I guess. But then I realize that they have not lived their lives completely, and no one has lived their lives completely. Everyone is at the age they are at for the first time, and like the chapter of their life they're in for the first time. The advice that they give you based on where you're at is based on what happened when they were there before, or what other people have told them about like their experiences. It's not like holistically fact, you know? There's no expert on life is what I've learned, which is kind of crazy. Really raised to just follow what the person that's older than you says. And then this goes for a lot of things. It goes for like marriage and kids and like finding a job. I am very like the next 9 to 5 that I have, or something that takes up all that time. I know now that it's like, maybe this will get better if I go to therapy for it, but I tend to bring home what people say or think, I guess, of me at work, because, you know, I was raised by an alcoholic, and I was raised by a workaholic. Being good at what you do and earning the most money you can is like everything in this family. Is almost everything. Now the next job I'm selecting it based on like, do not threaten my life at home. Do not threaten how I am in my relationships. It's not worth going into something for me I know that's going to put me in a bad mood after I leave it every day. So yeah, I saw Taylor Swift is like the opposite of me, but like I saw her series and her about the Eras tour, and how she was like, every single thing she thought was just like, do not threaten my show. You know, she got slightly sick. She was thinking, this better not threaten my show. So there was something else too, but there were a lot of times where she was making her personal decisions based on if they would affect how she performs or not. Timeline and journey, like I have always wanted to like celebrate things more at home, and my parents always thought it was just frivolous, I feel. And then their parents passed away, and now they're just like, oh, we should make our home a better place. And we should, my mom, for the first time this year, was like, let's get a Christmas tree. I was just like, I've been saying that for the past, like, my entire life. It took my parents losing their parents for them to want to make their lives better. I don't even know how to say it. I've started to think of my relationships as, like, things, and not, like, there's me, there's, like, the other person, and then there's a thing that we have together, and that is our relationships. And that's, like, something we can grow and foster. That's something we can break. That's something we can put away for a while and pull it back out. I also realized after meeting an alum from my college who graduated, I would say like much before me, and I learned, and then she told me, I met her and I asked her like, oh, like what have you been doing since college? She is like decades older than I am, and she was like telling me everything that she did, and I realized that, you know, we live our lives like we're running out of time. Like we want to buy things before the sale ends. We want to climb the ladder so we get that, so we get more money faster. And after I heard about her life and all the things that she did, I realized that I have time. I have time to put energy into my relationships at the pace that the other person feels comfortable at going. And I have time to get to where I want to go at my own pace, and I also have time to hang out with loved ones because that's important. So that's what it's all about, and that's what I wrote about. I think I will see you all in my vlog tomorrow. I am filming a lot more today. As you can tell, I can speak now, so that's nice. But yeah, thank you all for listening to my TED Talk. Oh my god, it's 12 minutes long. Okay, I'm gonna cut this and put it up. Bye.